Hello everyone, and this is my review for WWE Smackdown on October 12th, 2012. And I'm basically going to go off and say I felt the show was at least decent in the terms of storyline development for the pay-per-view. One thing I really wish they would do right now is they would actually announce the matches that would be going on to the pay-per-view much more than just a week before the pay-per-view itself. Right now they pretty much have the world title match that's set with Big Show and Sheamus, and then they have the tag team title match that hasn't been completely set yet, but you know that match is going to happen. You have the WWE title match that you know is going to happen, but not completely set. So I wish they would actually set these matches up, because you see the matches that will appear on the show and or appear on the pay-per-view, but they're just not announcing them yet. That's just for a tidbit for a later portion of everything. But on to SmackDown, like I said before, I felt it was a pretty good show in the terms of story development and some of the in-ring action as well. You had some really good matches in there to go along with it. I definitely like the opening segment with Sheamus and Big Show. The way they decided to do it was with that, with one of those meters that test the power behind someone's punch, someone's kick, something in those terms. This was a nice way of showing the devastating power between the two maneuvers without actually having these two get physical in the ring at that point in time. I also like the aspect of showing Big Show's dominance later on the show with having him face Kofi Kingston, and which in tow led to Miz getting his promo in there for their match on Main Event next week for the Intercontinental title. So that was a nice little way of getting a couple storylines put together right there, then and there, and it got them out of the way, told it nicely, and it came off on TV pretty good, at least in my mind. I'm liking the fact that you're getting further development in the whole whodunit to Caitlyn storyline as well. They're getting a little bit of extra development going into that, which will probably lead into some kind of match between Eve and Layla initially, and then hopefully something along the line with Caitlyn after that as well. So that was a nice little tidbit that they put in there for the show. I love the interaction again with the tag team champions with Daniel Bryan and Kane this week. Kane had his match with Dolph Ziggler, and Dolph Ziggler was looking like he was gonna get a little bit more revenge after what happened on Monday night. Hit him with a briefcase there, and then Kane dispatched him, and then Daniel Bryan runs in pretending that he actually saved him. I like those little interactions that they had in the back in the ring. The little tidbit with Matt Striker was pretty funny as well, with Daniel Bryan first putting him in the no lock, then Kane chokeslamming him afterwards. Ended up really liking that. For really good matches of the evening, oddly enough, I ended up liking the match with Sin Cara and Damien Sandow. It was a good way of putting getting a little bit of extra storyline going in there into the tag team title tournament finals. So that was a nice little way of getting a nice little story element, getting a little bit more friction between the two teams there. That was a nice little tidbit to the show. The Daniel Bryan Alberto Del Rio match was a phenomenal match. Well, not really phenomenal, but it was a really good match in my mind, and it came off extremely well. It got Alberto Del Rio a little bit even more over, having Daniel Bryan tap out. I liked how the whole interaction after the match with him mocking Randy Orton, and then eventually, going into the Viper pose, and then Randy Orton was right there. That came off extremely well on television to me, because, and it was basically how they set up their camera. With Alberto Del Rio going into the strike, and all of a sudden Orton's just right there, staring right in the face. That was extremely good in my mind. But that's pretty much all I have for SmackDown this week. Like I said, it was a pretty good show in the terms of just storytelling. You got a couple good in-ring action there, and you had further story development between everybody and leading into the pay-per-view itself. So that is my review for SmackDown this week. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed.